Hi, my name is Clay Lomneth,
I'm Wade Larson.
And I'm Frederick Bills.
and this is Photos of the Week for the week of April 2nd, 2007. This first photo, this is one of Fred's.
Yeah, it was probably one of the first photos I took of her. The whole shot, her shoot, took about 20 minutes, and like when I first got there, she was actually working, fielding some chats, and so I just threw my camera up above her and just shot it without even looking, just to see what it looked like, and I really liked it. So I felt it was worth it to get up all in her space, so I went and got a chair and stood up above her, and so this one was totally posed, but I was kind of happy with it too.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's not just the lady at a computer. It's definitely, it's a different view. I mean, very well done.
Thanks.
Next one. This is my favorite one from the batch. It was a play put on by minors. None of them. I mean, they had some experience in acting. They put on a play, Much Ado About Nothing, and the director was just intense. He was a great guy.
That kid looks a little scared.
Yeah.
I know, it's just it's a beautiful moment because it's so awkward. Like you see it and you're just, there's something wrong here, something very wrong. Maybe it's just a beard, but no, that kid.
I think this was the first actual moment I've captured. I'm usually not a moment photographer. I'll leave that to Teresa.
Well done. That is a moment.
This is backstage at that same play. I don't really have much to say about it.
This is a great photo. Like I love, because there's not too much movement going on with the ball. There's a little tiny bit, but because it looks very unnatural, you know, like it looks surreal, like he's sort of levitating the ball or something.
I wish you could actually tell it was the world.
A globe, yeah, it does look like a globe.
You can? Okay.
Yeah.
Next one.
I like his ascot. Is that what that is? An ascot?
Here we go. We're getting to the middle.
I love this picture. That's just...
Well, you're in it.
Yeah, no, well, way back in the corner. That doesn't even count. But I just think it's just a great picture. I like the guy right in the front there, and then you can also see the rows of everyone just chilling in the helicopter on their way home from the mission.
I really like the lines on this. It was this was on the way back, so I mean,
Yeah.
I got to have a better position because the first time we were right at the end because they figured that we wanted to get pictures of, you know, like outside of the helicopter, which is not as interesting as you'd think. Like it's just you know, Lincoln from the air, and no one really cares about that. So yeah, the trip back in the helicopter was where it really was at. And to talk about like the mechanics of the picture, I really do like the lines. Like all the lines lead towards his head, and then like the light behind it like separates him out from the rest of the camo.
Yep.
So you can really see it. And then I just like that window. That's all I have to say about that.
Real good picture.
There we go.
This kid, we were getting ready for the helicopter to come back. They're kind of at the end of their drill, and this kid is just curious, so he just wanders into the middle of their drill and just starts hanging out. And it looks like he's gonna get shot.
Now, I like this one. I mean, all your photos have a certain sense of humor about them. I think, especially your portraits.
I agree.
But this really shows it.
Yeah, well, thanks. I just think, oh man, the kid's Brandon Faltine, I think his name is. He was just running in between like it was nothing. They could have just plowed him over or whatever. I wish that the gun was trained more on him. Like you can tell it's like a couple feet behind him, but otherwise, and like if you just first look at it, if it weren't for that orange thing, you wouldn't even be able to see them. It's good because you have to look at that picture in order to really see what's going on. It's not necessarily a good photo mechanically. Like it's kind of, there's not very good lines or anything like that, but I really like that moment, like the kid bewildered looking off in the distance. Good stuff.
Very interesting.
Other one.
Another one.
What's the story behind this?
This one is when the Chinook was first landing, and we didn't really know what we were dealing with. Like they said, it was going to be windy and what have you, but they also
I had no idea how windy.
yeah, they said they're like, yeah, you can totally stand up because the propellers are so high up. You know, it's not like another helicopter where you have to duck down or something. It's fine, but no, it's standing is standing is definitely an issue. So I think I got knocked down, and then I was like, oh, well, this is a good photo. Nah, that's not true at all. But anyway, I just like that you can see all the debris up in the air because it was all in there. And then I like the lines too.
It's got some good lines. That's what I was going to say. Is you can see the lines of soldiers, and it kind of leads towards the helicopter. It's got good balance, I think.
That guy on the left, he's having no problem standing up.
Well, he's a military man.
He's done this before.
I sit a lot, so there's that. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, this is the first photo I had published in the Daily Nebraskan. I had to call Greg Blowbaum and ask him what settings to put the camera on because I had no idea. I had to tell him have him tell me where the buttons were because I had no idea how to operate this camera. Because we didn't have a photographer, so I just grabbed a camera on the way out, and so he told me what to set it on roughly, and from there I just kind of took some pictures. And this one was at the end after he had talked, and he was going around the crowd and shaking hands and greeting people, and so I got up on a chair and got a little bit of height, and then I just kind of started snapping away, and I got one that came out pretty good.
Yeah, I think it works out well. Anytime where it's not a speaker at a podium or just standing there holding a mic, it works.
And it's, just a beautiful expression. It's a great moment. Great moment. All about the moments.
This one was taken by Tyler Moore. I don't exactly know the story behind it because he's not here right now, but he's holding a black light and showing what a black light does to certain substances, I guess.
I like it. I like the fact that the black light is so highlighted. It really stands out. I mean, he's obviously you can't see him; he's kind of a silhouette, but the light just stands out, really draws your eyes.
Tyler Moore's not here. He took it.
Yeah.
And I'm totally gonna nail him. All right. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan. It's just maybe it could be tighter. Like the background is kind of distracting actually because there's just so much nothing. It actually draws your eye to it for some reason. I don't know why.
I would like to see it if he had just focused on the black light.
Yeah. So maybe that's just a cropping issue, not so much a. Because you could crop that down.
This is one of Chris VanKat's. I like it.
It's a good action shot.
This is very tight. You can good expression on that guy's face.
Yeah, and the position the runner is in, it's just slightly awkward, you know. Like you're like, what is he? Is he just crouching down to touch the base? It doesn't look like he's running per se. I don't know. I always respect a good sports photo because for some reason I just can't shoot sports. Like I try, but it's just so hard. They run so fast. Why do they do that? Can't they just stand still? Anyway, yeah, this is a good photo. I like the composition, all of it. It's good stuff. Colors.
Another one by Chris. It's kind of. It's not anything new as far as picture shots, but it's well done.
Yeah. I like the position a lot. I mean, he's got a kind of like the last one, kind of an awkward position, but for some reason it looks good.
That guy in the background is a tad bit distracting.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like if he was over like 2 feet, maybe, but then her face would have been obscured. So I don't know. I guess it's the best he could have done at that situation, but yeah, I wish he would have moved. Move.
I like how it looks like she's almost not even touching the ground. You can just barely by with the ball of her feet is on the ground.
Yeah. Anytime you can get someone not touching the ground and take a photo, then it's just good. Hands down.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's a good photo.
This has been Photos of the Week. Tune in next week for more photos. Photos.
Hooray, photos!
Believe it or not, there's photos.